Revenge is a dish best served cold. It's even colder when coming from someone you didn't expect, and in this case, it's animals. Yes, animals will get revenge on people, especially if you give them a reason to. Don't believe me? Let me give you an example. Better yet, let me give you 10 examples. From a fatal low blow to an animal literally chewing someone's head off, here are 10 animals that took revenge on humans. Number 10. Gored in the Groin. For over 30 years, veteran trophy hunter Claude Kleynhans had successfully hunted and killed many of South Africa's wildlife. Here he is proudly posing for a photo after a successful African buffalo hunt. Little did he know that one of these buffaloes would be able to exact revenge on him, not only for a fallen mate, but also for the many animals that have fallen before him. On May 22, 2018, the 54-year-old hunter and his hunting party shot and killed an African buffalo near the Livubu River in South Africa's northern Limpopo province. However, as he and his companions prepared to load the fallen animal onto their vehicle, another buffalo from the same herd charged the hunter and gored him in the groin with its horn. The attack hit his femoral artery, killing him almost instantly. Weighing in at almost 1,300 pounds, the fearsome African buffalo can be dangerously territorial, aggressive, and protective of their herd mates. If they have to fight off a lion, or even several lions, they can handle it. And if they feel they have to kill a human who's gotten too close or hurting one of their herd mates, they can easily do that too. Number 9. Party Pooper. The Muslim celebration of Eid al-Adha is a 4-day holiday where Muslims in many countries around the world ritually slaughter sheep, goats, and cows, and then donate much of the meat to the poor. Ideally, the slaughter should be done by professionals, but a lot of untrained people opt to slaughter the animals themselves. And when slaughtering an animal, not knowing what to do exactly is a recipe for danger. Back over in 2012, a Palestinian man was trying to slaughter a cow for the festival. However, the cow had no intention of having any part of it. The cow ran wild, trampling the 52-year-old man to death before rampaging the streets of Rafah on the Gaza Strip, seriously injuring 3 others in the process. This isn't an isolated incident either. Each year, more than 100 incidents of cow slaughtering-related deaths and/or injuries are reported in Palestinian territories each year. Number 8. Singled out. If the animal kingdom had a most wanted list, notorious big game hunter Thunis Botha would definitely be public enemy number 1. The trophy hunter is the bane of all of Africa's wild animals and hunted various big game, such as lions and elephants. Now, we can't really be certain whether his death was caused by an actual premeditated revenge plot, but given the intelligence of the animal who killed him, you can't help but think that he was singled out. One day, Botha was out in Zimbabwe. He was leading a hunting tour, a service that he offered through his website. While out hunting, the group encountered a herd of elephants. Then, without warning, the entire herd charged the group of hunters. They all opened fire, causing most of the herd to retreat. However, one particularly angry elephant stood its ground. It picked up Botha with its massive trunk. At this point, another hunter shot at the elephant and managed to kill it. Unfortunately for Botha, the animal dropped dead right on top of him, crushing him to death. The real question here is, did the elephants recognize the notorious hunter, hence the reason why they charged in the first place? Elephants are renowned for their long memories and have been known to take revenge on people who have wronged them. What do you guys think? Number 7. They remember. Skuas are one of the few bird species that can live in Antarctica. While they evolved without even having seen a human, researchers today found out that they have the ability to remember human faces and will attack people they consider as threats. Between 2014 and 2015, some Korean scientists based on King George Island conducted a study that involved them checking on the nests, eggs, and chicks of the skuas. The skuas, of course, didn't like the idea of people invading their homes and privacy, and over time they started attacking the researchers whenever they got close to their nests. Of course, these could just be random defensive attacks, but the researchers just had to make sure. So the researchers visited the nests together. One of them had been there previously, the other was a fresh face. The two split up and moved in opposite directions as they approached the nesting site. To the researchers' utter surprise, the skuas singled out and attacked the researcher that had been to the nesting site previously, completely ignoring the new guy. What's more, it didn't take long for the skuas to immediately start their attack way before the researchers got near the nesting site. Number 6. They also remember. From birds who remember their enemies' faces, we now go to birds that, well, also remember their enemies' faces. But not only that, these guys spread the word. Without a doubt, crows are among the smartest animals in the world. In fact, they've been observed using simple tools, solving complex problems, as well as demonstrating more common sense than some of your friends. As it turns out though, crows also use their smarts to hold grudges and even exact revenge on people they consider as enemies. Researchers in Seattle were conducting a study on crows, which unfortunately involved trapping the intelligent birds. Now, no one likes being locked up for science, and that includes crows, and these birds saw this treatment as an act of war, and they didn't forget the people who were responsible. Even after an entire year without seeing the researchers, the crows would call in anger and dive bomb them in mobs of 30 or more birds the next time that they saw them. The number of attacking crows were greater than the number previously trapped and studied. Obviously, word has spread in the crow community about certain scientists trapping crows, and the birds have since been on a lookout. Number 5. A particular set of skills. A Siberian tiger had just finished hunting and was enjoying the fruits of its labor when Russian poacher Vladimir Markov came upon him. Seizing the opportunity, Markov shot at the tiger, wounding it but failing to go for the kill. The tiger fled, and to add insult to injury, Markov helped himself to the spoils of the tiger's hunt. This didn't sit well with the tiger though. 2 days later, the wounded tiger was able to track Markov down to his cabin. Finding that Markov wasn't there, the tiger trashed the place, then waited for the poacher to arrive. When he finally did, the tiger pounced on him and then proceeded to eat him. To this day, this is the only known incident of a tiger waiting for, attacking, and eating a human all in the name of vengeance. Number 4. Collateral damage. Thailand is the world's largest promoter of elephant camps, where the barbaric Fajan ritual is used to break young elephant spirits and force them into submission. The term quite literally means breaking the love between. This refers to the bond between calves and their mothers. In these training facilities, still nursing babies are forcibly taken away from their mothers, bound with ropes and steel cables, and immobilized in wooden cages. They're beaten mercilessly for days, denied food, water, and sleep, all to instill submissiveness. With these abuses, it's no wonder why some of these animals snap. In February of 2016, a Scottish man vacationing in Thailand was killed and his 16-year-old daughter gravely injured when the elephant that they were riding lashed out. Witnesses said that shortly before the attack, the elephant handler had hit the animal several times with a bullhook. A bullhook is a weapon resembling a fireplace poker with a sharp hook at one end. Just a week earlier, an elephant handler at the same facility was caught on tape beating and taunting an elephant. Many unsuspecting tourists don't know what these animals are made to endure when they're forced to give rides. This elephant reportedly struck the handler with his trunk, but it was the tourists who paid the ultimate price. Number 3. In front of paying customers. All day, every day, magnificent but stressed tigers are imprisoned by circuses and traveling shows, trained using whips and intimidation, locked inside cages, and denied everything that's natural and important to them. Instead of the forests and their families, they know only the dreaded sting of the whip and are forced to perform tricks that they don't understand, all in the name of fleeting amusement. That's why it's not that surprising when captured tigers finally reach their limit and seize an opportunity to fight back and take revenge on their captors. This is exactly what happened when a Vicenta Pages, an animal handler who had connections with the Ringling Bros and Barnum and Bailey Circus, was grabbed and dragged by a tiger named Gandhi at the Pensacola Interstate Fair in October. And yes, the irony of a tiger named after the most popular pacifist in the world attacking someone isn't lost on me. Of course, Gandhi was made to pay the price for acting on his instincts, as Pages and another worker whipped him in the face more than 24 times. This was all the while in front of distraught children who were watching. Now it's time for the day's best pick. If you're out bear hunting, make sure you finish the job, otherwise you'll get yourself a cold serving of revenge. Curious as to what happened? Find out next with number 2. Bear carnage. A hunter and a couple of friends were out hunting in a forest in Siberia one day when they spotted a massive brown bear. The hunter took aim at the bear but only hit its thigh, causing the bear to flee, for now. The hunter saw none of the injured bear for the rest of the day and went on their way, spending the night in the forest. Little did he know that the bear would have the last laugh. The next morning, the trio decided to end the trip and trekked back to their car, which was parked some ways away. What they saw was complete and utter carnage, pun intended. The injured bear apparently found its way to their car and ran amok. It scratched the Ford's body, broke the light, smashed the windscreen, tore the front and rear seats, and ripped off the rear bumper. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, so here, look at the damage yourself. The bear even let the hunters know it was him who did it by leaving claw marks all over the scene. Before we move on, do me a favor. My analytics show that only about 15% of you watching are actually subscribed. Come on guys, what's up with that? Can you guys please hit the subscribe button? You guys watch my videos every day anyway, so you might as well subscribe and keep up to date with every video we put out. Number 1. Off with your head. An Indian man named Urjaram had a pet camel. Back in 2016, he was simply too engrossed in hosting some guests in his home in Mangta village, Rajasthan, India, that he forgot about the camel he tied out in the scorching sun for the whole day. When the man tried untying the camel at night, the already angry camel caught him by the neck and lifted him up before throwing him back to the ground. Thereafter, it chewed on the neck until the head was separated from the body. It took 25 villagers about 6 hours to calm the angry camel down. Have you ever been on the receiving end of an animal's vengeance? My dog's torn up some of my clothing at some points, and, well, I guess I kinda deserved it for ignoring him. Leave us yours in the comments. Also, make sure to check out the rest of our amazing content. As always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Later, everybody!